Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles and cousins, of course, and sassies and grumpies, or if you prefer, grandmothers and grandfathers, and baseball fans everywhere. Welcome to this. Man, we're only 4 more days of baseball. This is day 39, and then a couple more, and we're going into the playoffs. So the brackets are being finalized, and the stage is being set. Before we go there, just want to kind of pay tribute to all the people who helped make these podcasts happen. I know we still have several more to bring you, but I'm really touched by the efforts of the entire crew, from Aaron and Jordan and Tyler and James and Tim and V and MK and Allison. Anyway, just an incredible crew has helped put all this stuff together, and I just want to pay a small tribute to their efforts. If you didn't get a chance to see the podcast we put together with the team, highly encourage you to go back. Speaking of the team, here's the team for tonight, and boy, do we have a lot of baseball to cover. Everybody say hi to Aaron.
Hey, it might have been rainy yesterday, but tonight we had a lot of action on the diamond. So stick with us. It's me and
her counterpart, Jordan. Everybody say hi to Jordan.
How's it going again, fans? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, human nature seems to go from one extreme to another. We did 5 games 2 nights ago, and then 1 game last night, and now we're back to 5 games. It still blows my mind that we have that much action on a typical night in the Valley. We really do try to get these players in here and give them a feel for what it's like to turn pro. This is their baseball internship, chance to get some live reps in there and a chance to see if they really have what it takes to go pro. Lyndon Coleman used to say it best. He's like, they can, if they can come into the Valley and make it here, they can go out to the scouts and say, hey, look, I proved that I can do it. I did it in the Valley, and I can do it for your team. And you're going to see lots of players like Aaron Polinsky come in and prove it enough so that the Yankees are going to pick him up. Other players like Daniel Murphy, who had a great night a couple of nights ago back in his day in the Valley. Anyway, some great players playing here, but let's talk about the current games. Our game of the night tonight is a big one. Jordan, why don't you set the stage for everybody?
Yeah, Graham, as if with everything going on in this game tonight, I got to be honest, games like this are not just the reason why I love baseball, which I do. Games like this are the reason why I love sports in general and just the stories behind them. If you look at everything that this game has, because this game is loaded. It's got the 9th inning heroics that you love. It's got extra innings, or free baseball, as I love to call it. Teams playing lights out against one another, home runs, bat flips. Everything is here tonight, and it features the Purcellville Cannons, who really struggled early on in the season. But every now and then they pull out that surprise that just keeps – it's like that reminder. It's like, hey, we're still here. Pay attention to us. Purcellville has been amazing when they're firing all cylinders this year. This is not an easy task. This is a daunting one tonight. They have a Strasburg Express team that, again, we have talked about a lot recently as one of the best teams in the league. It is a great matchup tonight. A lot of great players. One in particular, because John Leonard's hitter of the day is in this ball game. And, of course, we're talking about Purcellville's Jacob Stanley. He goes 4 for 6 in this ball game tonight. That is an incredible performance, as always, and possibly the most clutch at bat that you could possibly ask for. And Graham, like you're saying, this is an internship for a lot of these athletes. If you have that baseball resume, the play that he makes tonight is definitely at the top of it.
Yeah, nothing like putting a play like that at the top of your resume, for sure. But that wasn't the only action. But before we go to Aaron for a couple of the games that took place, it is really fun to have watched the Purcellville Cannons have moments like this. They certainly had a few darker moments, but to see them pull it out and to have a win, it just keeps the team together, keeps the dream alive. And, baseball is constantly a game of failures, but it's games like this that keep bringing you back. And it's a great franchise. Aaron had a chance to sit down and talk to the Fuller family. They're working on their 4th generation of baseball managers. What do we want to call the 4th generation? Do we even know what they're going to be?
yeah, we don't know quite yet. I mean, started with the grandfather, and now the dad and son, and now the son's son. He's very little, just learning how to throw a baseball, but they're hoping to get him in the family business as well. And you talked about never quitting and having moments like the Purcellville Cannons did tonight. Well, we had another big upset on the docket tonight. It was Front Royal over Woodstock. They won 9-2. It's a big upset because after this game, that means that the Cards are 9-22 on the season. They were able to win and beat a team that is now 16-13 in the Bandits. The Cards just came out scoring 5 runs in the first inning, a lot thanks to Trey Dabney. He had 2 runs that were scored and a triple. I mean, he had a really great outing. And then the Cards scored 4 runs over the next 3 innings off of 10 hits. So they just really came out and had their bats ready to go from the very beginning of this game and ended up being all that they needed for that 9-2 win over Woodstock. And then over between Stanton and Harrisonburg, it was a little tighter, but not much. We had our pitcher of the day come out of this one, and Justin Showalter, somebody out of JMU. We gave them a lot of love a few nights ago. We love their interns. Jordan's out of JMU. So apparently they breed, just great people out there. And Showalter showed why tonight with his 5 innings pitched. He only allowed 3 hits, 1 earned run, walked 2, struck out 4, and earned the 6-1 win for the Braves. But he had some help because the Braves also brought the bats with Colin Brophy. He went 2 of 4 for an RBI. He walked. He had a triple. Kent Rooklyn went 2 of 5, scored 2 runs, had an RBI and a stolen base. So they really kind of had this complete team effort there, both on the mound, at the plate, in the field, only allowing 1 run overall. It was a South Division battle that the Braves ended up on top of. They're in 4th place in the South Division. They're now 14-15. They're a game and a half up on the Turks.
Yeah, the race is on as these guys head for the playoffs. That is for sure. And definitely, a deciding, or maybe I think it's fair to say a deciding game as they head into the playoffs. Keep your eye on Stanton. They are going to be a team to watch come the playoffs. A couple other games were played in the league on this night. These games were played again, just a reminder, on July 12th of 2019. Jordan, what else happened in the Valley?
Yeah, Graham, and with Erin segueing into JMU players, she brought up Trey Dabney actually before I go into my games. I remember my first year at Madison being a brand new sports writer and then seeing Trey Dabney as a freshman on the Duke's baseball team. And he would be the lone guy for both squads, just launching home runs over left field. Trey Dabney is a fantastic young athlete, and Cardinal fans definitely get excited for when he comes back for that team. He is phenomenal. But the first game that I had was held between the Charlottesville Tom Sox and the Covington Lumberjacks. And Thomas Francisco, again, this guy is still on a roll. He doubled in Kamen Richardson to really put the Sox up in this game. And that let Matthew Lillard and Alaska Abney, still the greatest first name, I think, in the league, shut the door on the Jacks. And Covington did fall a game behind 500 with this loss tonight. They're now 14-15 on the year. Again, we told you, kind of with that Tom Sox watch, definitely keep Charlottesville on your radar. They are 19-12 now on the season, quickly approaching that 20th victory. But they are taking advantage of the schedule for sure. Charlottesville has been exploding lately. Look for more of that. But the Sox with the victory, 4-3 over Covington. And the last game that I had with the still defending champion Newmarket Rebels and the Winchester Royals, Graham, your boys, and the Rebels really rallied in this game. 2 runs in the 9th inning, all with 2 outs in this ball game, and just shocking a Winchester team that really thought they had this one. Jonas Seegers, who we did talk about a couple nights ago, apparently the fastest man on earth, forcing in a run with a bases loaded hit by pitch. Noah Bailey, he follows in with a walk. He quite literally walked it off for the Rebels, who are now 15-16 on the season. The Royals are 13-18. And fans, a lot of these stats and the dialogue you're hearing, a lot of this, John Leonard is a massive part of. Don't forget that annual. And John, thank God for this annual, because it is perfect to bounce off of for these games. But yeah, Winchester so close, cannot hold off the defending champs in the bottom of the 9th. 10-9 with the Rebels taking it.
Yeah, 10-9. It's, and definitely maybe not the, sometimes you take a win any way you can get it, right? Not the way you might want to win that game, but hey, it's baseball, right? Anything can happen. It's one of my favorite lines. Hey guys, great job recapping this day. Anything else you want to add before we get to the highlights from our game of the night? All right, then it's time for us to say, as we always have and always will, we wish you perfect health, and we mean it. And we wish you all a speedy return to the baseball diamond. Until next time, for Jordan, Aaron, and myself, have a great night. We'll see you all again, same time, same YouTube channel. Good night, everybody.
Welcome to Fireman's Field for Valley League Baseball. As the Purcellville Cannons host the Strasburg Express tonight. Tonight, July 12th, 2019. Welcome to this live stream. Duncan from the windup hasn't gotten a chance to get out of the windup yet as that one's flown to the right side. Brewer gives it a long run. It's towards the fence. He stops. It is going to drop and get off the fence and out of play. So it's a ground rule double. Cannons catching a break there, even though it probably should have been caught. It's only a double. Could have been a triple if it stayed in play. Definitely has made his mark this year in the Valley League, as it looks like Duncan has balked in a run. Zach Scott touches home plate, and it looks like the Express are up 1-0, and Brett Fuller's out to get an explanation in division this season for the Express. Full count. High and away, ball 4. So after getting to a couple of pitches with 2 strikes, Jose Gutierrez works a walk to get the Cannons a base runner to lead off the second. Full count pitch. High fly ball, right center field. Going back is Johnson, and the center fielder, it is off the wall. Gutierrez round second. Richardson out to second. And Gutierrez will stay at third. It's a double for Walt Richardson off the right center field wall. And the Cannons in business, second and third with no outs. 1-1. In the hole left side, 1 run will score. Richardson will stay at third. It's an RBI single for Morgan Hyde, his 9th ribeye of the season, and we're tied up at 1. 2 away, and the University of Hawaii player Max Crabb stands in. Line drive, right center field, high and deep, back at the wall. It is off the fence on a hop. 1 run will score, a second will score. Crabb is in with a stand-up double, and the Cannons have a 3-1 lead. Here for a warm Friday night as he takes ball 4, a 5-pitch walk. In the dirt, in front, and Proto can't find it. It's in front of him as an easy stolen base for BT Ryanpel. He's now out to second with nobody out. Proto blocked it up but couldn't find it. Line drive, right field, but it's off the end of the bat and falling shortly. It gets in. Spiked. That one was falling quickly off the end of the bat. Misjudged by Johnson in right field, so it's a base hit. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. It's in the hole. Coming home to score, BT Ryanpel. It'll only be 1. Jose Gutierrez gets a 2-strike RBI, and the Cannons extend their lead. They're up 4-1. Duncan looking to do it here. The 1-2. Ground ball right side. Gutierrez can't get there. It's into right field. Brewer comes on to stop it. So it's a 2-strike base hit for Zach Scott. He's now 2 for 2 in this ball game. Duncan with the leg lift. Grounded to the left side. Pico has it on the backhand. His only play is to second, and they get the out. But 1 run will come home to score. So it's now 4-2 Cannons. The Express chip away. Line drive left side. It gets into the hole. So Brewer will reach with a single to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th inning. Friday night, July 12th. Season winding down in the Valley. Full count pitch. Runner goes. Just outside, ball 4. Another same situations. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Big hole on the right side for Stanley. DeShiera hugging the line. He goes the other way to left field. Long run. It'll get down and gets by the left fielder, Blaylock. But nobody will score. Brewer had to hold a little bit, thinking that one might be caught, so the bases are loaded with nobody out, and Jose Gutierrez coming to the plate. 2-1. Ground ball, second base, could be 2. Over to second for 1. On to first is a double play. 1 run will score, however. Crawl back in this at-bat. Nobody out. First batter of the top of the 6th. 3-1 is too low. Ball 4, a 5-pitch walk. Sonny DeShiera reaches to lead things off. They have a base runner here in the top of the 6th. Full count pitch. Curveball just misses inside. Good idea from Aaron McGeorge, but just a bit inside. It's 2 walks to lead off the top of the 6th inning, so there's 2 on with no outs. 1-2. Ground ball right back up the middle, and can't get it as McGeorge. It's off his glove. Throw to first is not in time. Cannons desperately need an out here. They've got to force it any bag. 2-2. Ground ball left side. Richardson has it there. Goes to third for 1. Over to second is a little high. It's a double play, but he keeps his foot on the bag. 1 run will score. Nice play by Walt Richardson on the sharply hit ground ball down the line. Went with the backhanded stop, tagged the base with his glove, and threw on to second. But 1 run does score on the double play. It's now 5-4 Cannons. 2-1. High fly ball in the infield. Scott lost it. Now it's going into shallow right, and it's over his head. Blaylock overran the baseball. Throw into second is not in time. Jared Pico hustling out of the box. Turned it into a play where the Express had to rush. Down the right side, it's into the outfield. Right down the line, gets by Desharia. Coming in to score, Jared Pico, Max Crab into second. Back-to-back doubles for the Cannons, and they take advantage. 0-2 pitch from Matos. Fly ball right field. Well hit, but should stay in play. Brewer lines it up. Makes the catch. Throws home. It'll be cut off. So a sacrifice fly plates 1, but the Cannons get it out. It's 1 away, and now a 6-5 ball game. Of course, Strasburg sitting very comfortable at the top of the division. Full count. High, deep drive, right field. Forget about that one. That ball is long gone. Tyler Johnson, a solo shot in the top of the 8th inning, and we have a brand new ball game. We're tied at 6. 0-2 from Matos. Inside, and it hit him on the kneecap. So Blaylock reaches first on the hit by pitch. 0-1. That's bunted to the right side. Very well hit. Miscommunication at first. The flip over is in time. Wow. Tough play for the Cannons, but they get the out just barely. The sacrifice bunt does its job for the bottom of the order. Now there's a runner at second with 1 out, and the top of the order for Griffin Cheney. 1-0. High deep drive, right center field. Could be trouble. Brewer back at the wall. It is gone. A 2-run shot. Griffin Cheney gives the Express the lead. It's now 8-6. 3-0 to BT. Just high, ball 4. 4-pitch walk. So BT Riopel reaches in the bottom of the 9th. He is now bringing up the tying run to the plate. 1-2 count. Stanley the lefty, ready to face the pitch from McGowan. Right side, it's in the hole, base hit. BT rounding second. There will be a play at third. BT's in there in time. The right fielder wasn't ready to make the throw, and the tying run is on base. Jacob Stanley, and with 1 out, the winning run comes to the plate. Bold. Here's the 2-2. Right back up the middle. It's in the gap. BT Riopel will come home to score. Stanley will turn. It gets by him. Stanley rounding third. Here comes the tying run. Play at the plate. Not in time. Stanley scores. We have a tie game. Hyde gets the 1-2. Ground ball left side. Ortiz has it there. Could be 2. On to second for 1. Over to first. Is in time. Hyde thought he beat it out, and so did the entire Cannons roster. It was a bang-bang play. Steve Williams had to make the call from across the diamond, and for the first time at Fireman's Field this season, we are headed to extras. Stay with us, tied at 8. 1 out for Jacob Stanley. He has had a nice week so far. 1 out. High deep drive, right field, ball game over. Jacob Stanley flip, and the Cannons walk it off. 9-8, the Cannons win it. No doubter for Jacob Stanley, his 3rd home run of the week. And the Cannons win the ball game 9-8. Jacob Stanley taking his time rounding the bases. That was a no-doubter, his 3rd home run of the week, 6th of the season. And the Cannons pick up win number 12.